survive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got...
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I get your and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Chiefs at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Outright and brought in by Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua swinging this out for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. It forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready, right, right.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tua now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready. Hey, check nigga.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now Mahomes. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. It got his man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. His pass caught at the 4. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, and he's going to go down in the backfield. There was a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Howard will score. Touchdown, Miami. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Edwards-Helaire is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their ball across the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open net is Waddle, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on third down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6 from the 10.
Steal! Check steal! Right! Right! Ready?
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 78 yards. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. 108 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. Down to about the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mahomes complete to his... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the depth. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Gray. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to
On the
9.
double. Right. Check. Jack rep. Jack rep.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Miami, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up till like a telephone. Sticking out for the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing dependent.